Hey, Steelers Nation. We're back with an exclusive video packed with the latest updates on our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any exclusive updates or exciting Steelers news. The football world woke up today, shaken to its very core, and the tremors came straight out of Pittsburgh. Rumors have been circling for weeks that the Steelers were preparing something massive, something that would flip the league upside down, but nobody could have predicted this. Tyreek Hill, one of the most electric playmakers of the modern NFL, has been announced as the newest star to don the black and gold. Yes, you heard that right. The Steelers detonated the league with what is being described as the biggest signing in the history of the franchise, maybe even in the entire history of professional football. The news did not come from a casual tweet or a subtle press release. It exploded across every screen, through every insider, sending fans scrambling to believe their eyes. Social media platforms instantly turned into battle zones. Fans of rival teams crying foul, Steelers supporters already designing their Super Bowl banners. It is not just about talent. It is about the symbolism of Pittsburgh landing a generational player whom many thought was locked in elsewhere. This is the kind of move that redefines eras, reshapes strategies, and sends defensive coordinators into sleepless nights. The deal, according to whispers spreading like wildfire among insiders, is astronomical, unprecedented, and loaded with numbers that make even the most seasoned analysts stop mid-sentence. Some are calling it the all-in gamble that teams rarely make, but when it involves Tyreek Hill, the price seems justified. The Steelers, long known for their gritty, blue-collar approach to building teams, suddenly flipped the script and showed the world they can flex financial muscle with the best of them. This isn't the cautious front office we've grown used to. This is a bold new chapter, a statement saying the Steel Curtain is back with a vengeance, and it's faster than ever. Fans recall the history of dominant Steelers receivers like Lynn Swann, John Stallworth, Antonio Brown as prime, but none of them arrived with this level of star power in the middle of their peak. This is not nostalgia. This is present-tense firepower. Pundits are already speculating that this single move could catapult the Steelers from fringe playoff hopefuls to immediate contenders. In every sports bar, in every city where football is life, the only conversation happening is, how in the world did Pittsburgh pull this off, and what does it mean for the rest of the league? What makes this story even more explosive is the aura surrounding Tyreek Hill himself. Known as the cheetah, his speed is legendary, almost mythical, with highlights that play on repeat every Sunday, showing defenders gasping for air as he blazes past them. For years, he terrorized defenses in Kansas City and Miami, redefining what it meant to stretch the field and forcing every defensive coordinator to draw up schemes built specifically around slowing him down. And now, all of that elite explosiveness is landing in Pittsburgh, paired with a fan base desperate for something to believe in after years of middling results. Steelers fans are not shy about their expectations, and adding Hill sends a clear message. Mediocrity is no longer tolerated. The idea of seeing him sprinting through defenses at Heinz Field, waving goodbye to defenders as he coasts into the end zone, has created an energy surge that feels like a once-in-a-lifetime jolt. This isn't just about speed. It's about swagger, about identity, about a franchise reinventing itself right in front of our eyes. And when Hill steps on the field in black and gold for the first time, the roar will be deafening. Of course, with every massive move comes the skepticism, and critics are sharpening their knives. The questions are natural. Did the Steelers give up too much? Will Hill's style fit seamlessly into the system, or will it clash with the established culture? Some are whispering about locker room chemistry, about egos colliding, about whether a team that has historically thrived on discipline and teamwork can handle the gravitational pull of a superstar who demands the spotlight. There are salary cap questions, too, with insiders dissecting how the Steelers managed to pull off such a massive financial maneuver without gutting their roster. But perhaps the most intriguing criticism is the one that cuts to the heart of sports itself. Can one player, even one as dynamic as Hill, truly transform an entire franchise overnight? The Steelers' faithful will argue yes, that this is the dawn of a new golden age. The skeptics will insist it is a flashy gamble that could backfire spectacularly. Either way, the eyes of the football world are now locked on Pittsburgh. The ripple effect across the league is undeniable. Rivals in the AFC North, Cleveland, Baltimore, Cincinnati, are already recalibrating their defensive strategies, knowing full well they will now face Hill twice a season. Imagine the Bengals, with their loaded roster, suddenly scrambling to scheme around the cheetah's speed, slicing through their secondary. Imagine Baltimore, priding itself on its hard-hitting defense, forced to admit that one false step against Hill could mean 6 points on the board. Even beyond the division, teams like Kansas City and Buffalo are taking notice, aware that Pittsburgh has just inserted itself directly into the championship conversation. This is not just about one team getting stronger. It's about the entire balance of power in the AFC being thrown into chaos. Every coach, every general manager, every defensive back in the league is sitting up a little straighter, realizing that the old blueprint no longer works. The Steelers have broken a mold, and in doing so, they've forced everyone else to react. But maybe the most fascinating part of the saga is not the money, not the strategies, not even the jaw-dropping highlight reels we all know are coming. It's the narrative. Sports, at their core, are about stories, about heroes and villains, about legends and underdogs. And right now, the Steelers have written themselves into the center of the NFL's grand story arc. TYREEK Hill is not just another player. He's a symbol of ambition, of boldness, of refusing to play it safe. The fans in Pittsburgh, hungry for the glory days to return, finally have a reason to dream bigger than just a playoff berth. And for the rest of us, whether we love the Steelers or love to hate them, this is drama at its finest. It is a rumor turned reality, a whisper turned earthquake, a move so historic that years from now, we will remember exactly where we were when we first heard it. The Steelers detonated the NFL, and nothing will ever be the same. As the buzz grows louder, new details are surfacing, and they only make the story more fascinating. Sources close to the negotiation table describe meetings that went deep into the night, phone calls filled with urgency, and a sense of inevitability that Hill was destined for Pittsburgh. Some whisper that Hill himself pushed for the move, drawn by the mystique of the Steelers brand and the opportunity to etch his name alongside legends like Terry Bradshaw, Franco Harris, and Troy Polamalu. Others suggest that Pittsburgh's front office, long criticized for being conservative in free agency, have been plotting this masterstroke for months, quietly clearing cap space and aligning the chess pieces. The secrecy was surgical, leaving rival franchises blindsided when the news dropped. That level of planning reveals something crucial. This was not a reckless gamble, but meticulously executed strategy designed to shock the league and reinvigorate a fan base that demanded more. The Steelers, in one move, went from a team searching for identity to the center of every headline, every podcast, every debate show. And behind all the drama lies a simple truth. Pittsburgh is tired of waiting. They want rings, and they believe Hill is the key. The excitement is not confined to Pittsburgh. Across the NFL landscape, analysts and fans alike are trying to map out the possibilities this signing creates. Imagine the offensive combinations, the mismatches that will leave defenders gasping for air. Pairing Hill's unmatched speed with a quarterback eager to prove himself could be the ultimate weapon, forcing defenses to either commit extra resources to double coverage or risk watching Hill race untouched to the end zone. That opens opportunities for every other offensive weapon, creating a ripple effect that transforms the entire unit. Coaches know this, players know this, and fans can feel in their bones. Football is a game of inches, of details, of precision, but every so often a player comes along who breaks all the rules. Hill is that player, and now he is wearing black and gold. Already, highlight reels are being imagined, plays are being drawn up, and defensive backs are staring at film wondering how on earth they can prepare for the storm about to hit them. But let's not pretend this is without risk. The NFL is a league built on parity, where even the most brilliant signings can collapse under the weight of expectation. Critics are quick to point out the challenge is ahead. How will Hill handle the pressure of being the centerpiece of a new city? How will the coaching staff adapt their schemes to fully unlock his potential? There is also the question of longevity. Speed is Hill's greatest weapon, but in a sport where one injury can change everything, the risk is ever present. The Steelers, by placing so much of their future on his shoulders, are taking a leap that could either cement their place as geniuses or expose them as reckless dreamers. Yet in the unpredictable theater of football, perhaps that is exactly what makes this so thrilling. The line between triumph and disaster has never been thinner, and fans cannot look away. Every step Hill takes, every play he makes, will be scrutinized under the brightest of spotlights. And that, in itself, is what makes this story so captivating. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The psychological effect on opponents cannot be overstated. Even before Hill runs his first route in Pittsburgh colors, defenses across the league are already second-guessing themselves. His reputation precedes him, planting doubt in the minds of cornerbacks and safeties who know that one mistake means humiliation on national television. Coaches are rewriting playbooks, linebackers are drilling extra sprints, and defensive backs are quietly admitting to themselves that there may be no true answer for Hill's speed. That mental edge is priceless, and Pittsburgh now owns it. In a league where confidence can swing a game, Hill's mere presence forces adjustments, consumes practice hours, and drains energy. This is chess, not checkers, and the Steelers just added a queen to their board. Rival teams can complain, can analyze, can throw shade, but deep down they know the truth. The Steelers have just become the nightmare matchup no one wanted to face. And when the season begins, that psychological warfare will manifest on the field. For the city of Pittsburgh, this move is more than just sports. It is cultural, emotional, almost spiritual. The Steelers are not just a football team in that town. They're a way of life, a symbol of grit, resilience, and pride. Adding TYREEK Hill feels like a gift to every fan who has endured the frustrations of recent years, who kept showing up in freezing weather, who carried the terrible towels with hope that brighter days would return. This signing is a declaration that the organization still cares, still listens, still dreams as big as the fans do. Bars are buzzing, local radio shows are flooded with calls, jerseys are already being pre-ordered in record numbers. You can almost hear the city's heartbeat quicken, as if the signing of one man has reignited the fire in an entire community. This is what sports are about. Not just wins and losses, but the belief that something magical can happen, that hope is justified, that the future holds greatness. And now, in Pittsburgh, that belief is back with a vengeance. And so, the rumor has become reality, and the reality has become legend in the making. TYREEK Hill is a Steeler, and the implications will reverberate for years to come. Whether this ends in glory or heartbreak, whether it delivers championships or cautionary tales, is already unforgettable. The NFL thrives on drama, and Pittsburgh has just supplied the biggest plot twist of the decade. This is not just about football. It is about ambition, risk, and the audacity to dream. For every fan who doubted, for every critic who scoffed, for every rival who thought Pittsburgh was finished, this signing is the answer. The Steelers detonated the NFL, and in the explosion, they revealed something powerful, the hunger to be great again. TYREEK Hill in black and gold is not just a headline. It is a prophecy, a statement, a spark. And as the new season approaches, one thing is certain. The league will never be the same. The cheetah has found a new home, and the hunt begins now. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.